Hey paisanos, it's me, Hamish Steele, and welcome to A Super Mario Moment, a brand new podcast dedicated to the Super Mario Bros. Series, its games, its cartoons, its comics, its merch, its weird spin-offs, unexpected crossovers, and wild fringes. Each week, I'll discuss one morsel of the Mario universe with a new guest and interview them about their history with the series. And where we can, we will cover news, review new games, react to directs, and we'll even try and answer some of the biggest mysteries of this weird old franchise. So this is episode 0. It's just an introduction to the show and myself. I've wanted to do a Mario podcast for a very long time. Basically since the cast of the Mario movie was announced in that infamous Nintendo Direct all those years ago. I just so wish I had been covering all the reactions. And now, a few years off, we're anticipating the sequel to that movie. And I just feel like if I don't do it now, I never will. And with the release of the Switch 2, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Mario Kart World, and who knows what else, I just feel like now is the time to start talking. And this show is going to be positive, but also critical. We all know that Nintendo is not a perfect company, and we all know their games are also far from perfect. But that's what we love in podcasts. We love a discussion, and that's what you're going to find here. I've been a Mario fan my whole life. Genuinely, I think by the time I was delivered home from the hospital as a baby, my 2 older brothers were playing Mario Brothers 1, 2, and 3 on loop. One of my very earliest memories is playing Duck Hunt, so I feel like I'm as good as anybody to start making this podcast. With that said, I am British. I am going to be saying Mario. I'm going to be saying Yoshi. I'm going to be saying Lakitu. I'm going to be saying all kinds of annoying pronunciations that you're just going to have to get used to. But most of my guests are probably going to be from the States, so you'll get a nice balance. This show is going to start in earnest next week with episode 1-1, which will feature my aforementioned big bro, Harry Steele, and we'll be talking about Mario Kart World. It's been just over a month. There's already been controversial updates, and the price is no less volatile a discussion online, but we have a lot of positive things to say. We've both really enjoyed the game, so we're going to be talking about our love of Mario, being brothers growing up with the series, and also where it is right now. However, we did record that episode quite a while ago before I fully had this setup worked out. So even though the audio is going to be fine, the video, I freeze a whole bunch in that. And we're still sort of awkwardly trying to work out how to use this whole system. And by system, I mean that this is going to be a video and audio podcast. I don't know how you're consuming me right now, but this show is going to go out on YouTube and on all your podcasting apps as an audio podcast. I just felt like on YouTube, that was kind of where gamers hang out a little bit more than maybe Podbeam and Apple podcasts. So I thought this was a better home for it. And it also allows us to do, like I said, react to Nintendo Directs and maybe do some other content, like doing some tier lists or some, play with me type things. And for now, I'm going to leave you. This was just a little brief introduction to myself and the show. I'll see you on Monday. We're going to upload everything on Mario Mondays, of course. We're going to see you on Monday for episode 1-1. You can follow Super Mario Moment on Blue Sky and Instagram. We are also obviously on YouTube. We are Super Mario Moment everywhere. On YouTube, we are a Super Mario Moment. And you can also find me, Hamish Steele, also on Blue Sky and Instagram, just Hamish Steele. I'm also very proud to say that A Super Mario Moment is a member of the Glitterjaw Queer Podcasting Collective. I've been a fan of theirs for a long, long time. They made me regain my love of podcasting, and I've actually been featured on a few different episodes of their shows. So if you'd like to see a little bit more of me before the debut of A Super Mario Moment, I urge you to check out Screonk, a Godzilla movie marathon. I've been on to discuss Mothra and King Kong Escapes, I think. I'm sure they'll have me back before long. I've also been on the show Gimmicks, where they talk about the genre-bending episodes of your favorite shows. I was on to talk about Doctor Who and Broad City, and they also did a very lovely, flattering episode about my TV show, Dead End Paranormal Park. And I was also just on their Pixar podcast, Falling with Style, where they actually cover a bunch of other queer animation, and I was on to discuss the wonderful documentary film Flea. So you can find Glitterjaw at glitterjaw.com and all of those shows and many more on your favorite podcasting app of choice. But for now, let me just say thank you very much for coming to episode 0, and I'll see you next week for episode 1. Until then, so long, gay Bowsers.